Rise and shine. This is Coffee Talk on a Monday morning. It is November the 3rd, and it is a beautiful day. I hope you're having a great start to the day in your neighborhood. I slammed out the coffee. Now it's on to the protein shake. It's coffee flavored protein shake. So, all right, we're doing good. We're doing good. I hope you're doing great. Listen, outside, look at our tower cam network. It's beautiful. Looking toward downtown Orlando. Seriously, I mean, wherever you are, whatever you're doing today, happy to report gorgeous, gorgeous sunshine. There are a few, you know what? Let me go back to that. I was going to move on, but I want to actually do this. Let's go back and I want to go to a couple of different shots. Let's start with the Kennedy Space Center. This is the one I showed on the air just a couple of minutes ago. Give it a second. Let it load. There it is. All right. So we've got some clouds certainly in this area here. Port Canaveral. Take a look at some of the clouds in this vantage point. Yeah, and we can definitely see some clouds. So the reason I'm showing this is it's not just completely clear outside, right? We go over to the World Center and see what's doing in downtown area, or downtown area, downtown Disney. Even that was wrong. Disney Springs, right? And yeah, so the sun is shining bright. There are some clouds. It's not going to be this ominous deal where we've got so many clouds that we crank out rain. First warning live radar scanning around. We've got nothing to track whatsoever. It is so pretty outside, and I love that. So let's look at the forecast then for the day ahead. Temperatures today climbing mid 70s lunchtime, upper 70s 3 p.m. Hanging out there, and then little by little we'll drop off from there. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, down and down and down. So it looks great. It feels great. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful forecast. Nautilus says, beautiful, cool morning in Eustis. Oh, yeah, it's true. It's true. Unfortunately, can't enjoy it because the kids. Well, sure you can. Just find a way to enjoy it, Nautilus. Good morning to you. Let's turn this morning around. Tanya says, "Good morning, sunshine and troublemakers. Y'all okay? I think everybody's so far so good, right? Who turned the lights on early this morning? I know. For those of you that missed Coffee Talk yesterday morning, of course, that was the big weather story that we were discussing. Daylight saving time began. And here we are. Sunrise 6:38, sunset 5:39. Yep. Yep. 5:39. Can you believe that? Here we are. Tis what it is. Same to you. Yeah. Why can't we eliminate daylight saving? So I feel like politically this has been an effort for years, as long as I can remember. Lisa says, I love having the sun up for my early morning walks. There's advantages to this, there's disadvantages. Yeah, there's good and bad to everything, right? Oh man, oh man. I love it. So anyway, let's see. So we fell back this weekend, right? Now, going over some things, let's just make sure we're on the same page, okay? Even though we fell back, we're only 48 days from the beginning of winter. Winter begins officially on December 21st. Yep, 10:03 a.m. And on that date, we will have 10 hours and 20 minutes. Nicole says it'll get dark by 4:30. Well, depends on where you are. That's the good and the bad, I suppose, of this whole thing. So there you go. All right. Now, what are we watching these next couple of days? We're watching these temperatures climbing little by little this week. Temperatures will make it into the mid range of the 80s by this weekend. So let's take a look. Central Florida's certified most accurate 7 day forecast: 79 Tuesday, 82 by Thursday, 85 degrees by Saturday. So, yeah, these temperatures are going to be climbing. It is going to be getting warmer across town. Not hot, but warmer, right? And then morning lows 50s and 60s. So we've got some adjustments that we'll say to the forecast. But today, not as cool, okay? And then tonight, cooler. Stop. Oh my gosh. Can I try that again? It has caffeine, that's why I'm drinking it. Today, not as warm. Tonight, not as warm. Yeah, it's going to be cooler. So let's talk about these temperatures, okay? So first off, let's take you through today's forecast, all right? Uh, uh, uh. That, no, that, No. All right, this one. It's this button, Burris. All right, here's today's high temp. Good gravy. What am I? It's a Monday. Yeah. Rewind. Let's try that again. All right, this afternoon. There we go. Fantastic. Fantastic weather. 70s around, right? 72 degrees in Ocala. It's 75 in Claremont, 77 in Ocala. Diane says, blame it on Monday. Dude, right? Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 77 Melbourne, 78 in Palm Bay. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. So that's this afternoon. Then let's look at tonight's forecast, okay? Temperatures tonight are going to drop off. For example, look north and west of town. 48 degrees in Ocala, 49 in Dunellen, 49 in Lynn. So nice. So nice. Oh man. Tara says case of the Mondays for sure. Yeah, that's about right. Oh man. We were at like 52, 53, 54 in this spot this morning. So definite change. Further south, 50 degrees in the Villages, 49 in Webster, 50 degrees in Mount Dora, 53 in Claremont. Let's head over to Brevard County, 66 in Cocoa Beach, 59 in Vieira, 56 in St. Cloud, 55 in Celebration, and further north, 53 in DeLand, 59 in New Smyrna Beach, and 60 degrees in Palm Coast. Oh, is it going to be beautiful? So pretty. So pretty. Man, I love that. But again, the temperatures do climb little bit by little bit. Let's look at these overnight low temperatures because there's a definitive change, yeah? From the 50s tonight, which will be the coolest of the lot, we get into the mid 60s for morning lows by Saturday. So that's kind of where we're at, my friends. We're looking good. We're looking really good. We're looking really good. So many outdoor events. Now, I do want to point out for those that were asking, when do we cool down? Because I've seen a few comments on the various platforms. When does the cool return? Next cold front helps us from this week's 60s to next week's 40s. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 So let's take a look at the raw GFS numbers, shall we? First off, here's just the raw numbers, okay? And notice Tuesday, November 11th. Now, the recent run of the GFS did shift it a little warmer. It was showing 49 in Orlando. It's now at 51 in Orlando, but it's still 40s around, okay? So November 11th, let's do this. Let me switch around here. And let me do this. Stand by a second. All right, I'm gonna pop up, and instead of we're not gonna go straight tropical here, but I am gonna pop this up, and let's just look at. We'll go to GFS. We're on the GFS. Let's do cities, Orlando, temperature, 24-hour max. Let's go to the 11th. Yeah. High temperatures on the 11th, 60s and 70s. Morning low temperatures. There you go. There's morning low temperatures. Do you see that? Let's take a minute and let's scope this out. Morning lows, look at this. 44 in Leesburg. Again, this is a raw model, but still, it's a raw model. 46 in DeLand, 52 the low temperature Daytona Beach, 49 in Titusville, 51 in Orlando, 39 in Ocala. So again, it's that's just raw GFS data, okay? Asterisk, one run of one model, not a forecast, all the stuff that, a meteorologist has to say so that you don't think I'm hyping anything. I'm just showing you the interesting thing down the line that the model's showing. Very interesting thing. That's not the worst forecast I've ever seen. It's interesting. Let's do that, do that, do that. Okay, perfect. All right, just had to change that around. Laura says, no thank you to 39. I mean, love it here in Ocala. Can't wait for winter. Hey, according to the GFS, we kind of have a taste of winter coming. So can't go wrong with that. Maggie says, love this time of the year in Florida, right? I love it. Oh man, behave, stop. I know, Tanya, right? Tammy says, I hate this time of year. I have to keep both summer and winter clothes out. It makes it difficult. It definitely makes it a little more difficult to have to balance it all out, but that's okay. Listen, it's a part of living in paradise. We've got the beaches. Sometimes we have beach weather, sometimes we have jacket weather. So we just have to dress accordingly based on the day. That's where I come in, helping you out, right? Woohoo to the cool air, loving it in Ocala, Ann says. Yep. David, good morning. Good morning to you. Terry, oh boy, we will be in the 30s here in Rainbow Springs. Mm-hmm. Yukon says, I need very few winter clothes, but you still need it. Yes, sir. You're for the package. Okay, got it. All right, let's go walk over to the key, I suppose. I've got some time. Can you do me a favor? Can you just move the keyboard up so that I can put the laptop down? Thank you, buddy. Dottie says, I love it. I would love it to be like a North Four Seasons. I so love that. Yeah, I can't promise that. Chris Pierce on Twitter says, Florida's the place where all year long you dress in layers. It's just how many layers, right? Yeah. Janice is asking, would love to understand how you predict temperatures. Yeah, so, I mean, that's where like a meteorology degree comes in. But basically, the most distilled way is to understand wind direction is everything, right? A northerly wind, cooler air most of the time. A southerly wind, warmer air most of the time. So, but there's obviously there's adjustments to it. But yeah, that's the long and short of it. So you could get into high pressure filling in low pressure, tighter pressure gradient force. There's a ton. Listen, there's a lot of science. Obviously, it's a scientific field, but that's how you do it. My suggestion to anyone that's interested in all honesty, if you have any interest, go to the local state college. Like my first meteorology course was at Seminole State. Back then, it was called Seminole Community College in Sanford. I took it from oh gosh, what was his name? See, now I can't remember, of course. It was just on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, that was my first meteorology course. And I feel like I learned more in that course than the rest of my entire profession. So I would always suggest taking something like that. Open the front door and stick your arm out, weather. I always, whenever anyone would be like, "What's the weather?" I would always lick my thumb and then stick my pointer finger up because I'm an idiot. Dottie says, I love the weather. I wish I got to be a meteorologist. I think I would really love it. Dottie, go do meteorology. Was it 10:30? Intro to meteorology. It's a great course. Anybody can do it. Not anybody can pass the course. You actually have to study, but if it's something that interests you, you should do it. Yukon says I went to the Dave Marsh School of Meteorology. Yep. I grew up watching Dave. It's crazy to think. How many years has he been retired? Gosh, almost 20 by now, right? Right? Man, oh man. Well, and what's neat about this platform too is like we've interviewed Dave on Coffee Talk, we've interviewed Glenn Richards we've interviewed most of the people that I've always looked up to. So it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? I I I love thinking of ways to do this. All right, stand by, Yukon. All right, 8:16 and we're gonna look at this camera when it's right. Bring it. That's unbiased. Notice earlier because of the time change. Which means Erica's gonna get dark earlier too. Around 5:30, right? Oh man, oh man. That's how you know winter is coming, right? And then of course the memes will start. Yes. Early week, comfortably cool starts, mild afternoons, but by late this week, we will notice afternoon temperatures start to climb. We're already in t-shirt and sandals kind of weather, but we're going to be getting into t-shirt and sandals kind of weather as the temperatures climb. But the good news in all of this is that while our temperatures climb, the tropics do not heat up, at least over the next 7 days' time. So let's take a minute and let's look out to our 7 day forecast. 77 our high temperature today under mostly sunny skies. For tonight, we'll drop off into the mid 50s for the metro, 40s north and west. That will be a bit cooler, so we'll notice that out the door in the morning. Then a little warmer tomorrow, and then a little warmer, and then a little warmer. We begin a bit of a warming trend that brings us into the mid 80s for our Friday and our Saturday. Let's talk about what's beyond that, though. While we do get warmer this weekend, next week, models are showing temperatures in the 40s. Maybe not in downtown Orlando, but in the suburbs. And as a matter of fact, on our Facebook Live right now, we're discussing some areas in the 30s perhaps next week. So yeah, we've got a cold front that's scheduled. This morning's bus stop is fine. The ride home will be fine. 77 degrees. Our high temperature today in Orlando. Average high is 81. So we're definitely falling in below that. 75 in Leesburg, 72 Daytona Beach, and 71 in Palm Coast. But look what happens tomorrow morning. 48 degrees in Ocala, 49 in Denellen, 48 in Bellevue, about 50 in Leesburg, 49 in Webster, 53 degrees in Claremont, and along the coastline, it's the 50s inland, mid 60s along the barrier island, 56 in Kissimmee, 55 over by Disney, and 55 degrees in Winter Park. Outside now, Daytona Beach, you are looking great, aren't you? 64 degrees current temperature there. It's 65 in Orlando, 61 in the Villages. And while, yes, we do have some high thin clouds around, that will clear out little bit by little bit through the remainder of our Monday and beyond. To the tropics we go, the Atlantic, the Caribbean, the Gulf, all nice and quiet. No development expected over the next 7 days' time. And while there is nothing to track, there is still 27 days for hurricane season to continue. And while there's nothing going on, we have seen November storms. It's not over yet. We'll be tracking it for you. Central Florida's certified most accurate 7 day forecast, showing that beautiful weather, though showing those temperatures on their way up. Megan, good morning. All right. Ugh. Where were we? Let's see here. Comments. Just playing catch up here. Y'all are running your mouths while I'm running my mouth. Oh man. We got a shout out. Yeah, y'all are crazy. Let's see. Love the quietness in the tropics. And says no hurricanes, please. Trying. Amy's asking what type of winds are in our forecast today. 5, 10 miles an hour. It's really not looking bad. Deborah's asking, do you read a script or just off the cuff? It's totally off the cuff. Think about it. It's the exact same way that I do it here. It's the exact same way. We're just all here talking. Doing weather is the exact same way on TV. Yeah. Yeah. Denise, good morning. Good morning. So good to see you. What was so funny too, Denise, the kids were fighting over the stickers. They're like little smiley stickers, and the kids were fighting over them. Oh, yeah. Kat says, always wondered how that was done. Great live. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's the gift of gab. You either got it or you don't. My mother was in sales. My father was in sales. My brother was in sales. Okay. Chris is asking, is there another post with monitors on your right side? We can't see. Yeah. When I walk over there in a couple minutes, I'll show you both posts. They're identical. But the idea is you can look to either side and see what's going on. Yep. Janice, good morning to you. Tony says, what's up, you bunch of hoodlums? You guys are out of control. All right, let me get set up for the Today Show hit. We'll do that tower cam again. All right. Imagine when it's constant hurricane coverage. Yeah, that's not as fun. Just going to be honest, that's not as fun. Oh, Maggie, good morning and thank you. All right, so what you see is this post. WSI 1, Links 1, control room feed. Other side, WSI 1, Links 1, control room feed. And then what I do is I put the laptop down on our little weather cart. Do you all make an outline when you have to do hurricane coverage? So it just depends. Like I never did with Tony because, well, actually I did toward the end. I when I started doing hurricane coverage, we didn't. And then I kind of became a demanding little thing because I wanted to do it because I wanted to make sure that we didn't overlap and overdo things. So yes, so Kellyanne and I would always take and come up with a Google spreadsheet and just kind of go over some things because we didn't want to repeat graphics or something like that. So yeah, we always would. You kind of startled me when I turned around and was like, "Oh, hi, Eric." I didn't mean to startle you, Denise. Oh boy. Hope you have a wonderful day as well, Crystal. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. So hey, that's how we do it. I'll do it again here in a couple minutes. Yeah. Have to fix all wooded trusses. I think they said it'll take a week or so. Oh, Nautilus. Uh-oh, having work done at the house. I'm sorry to hear that. Karen, good morning to you. CC, me too. It's so nice. Though we do have the warming temperatures this weekend. I actually turned the pool heat back on to throw the kids' tuchuses in there. BSR still showing severe weather for mid-November? Probably. Let's look. BSR. Standby. You guys are getting me started on the BSR, and we've got a Today Show cutting coming up here in a couple seconds. All right. There's a nice little front. That is 22nd. That's the 8th, 9th, 10th. So that's going to be next week's cold front. High pressure builds in. Looks like a little South Florida storm system around the 12th, 13th, 14th. That looks like a severe weather deal right there. That looks like a nasty one. What is that? That's the 20. Is that the 28th? Why can I not see it? The 28th. So that's the 14th, 15th, 16th. Yeah, 14th, 15th, 16th. That looks like a severe weather event for Florida. Mid-November. Somebody write that down. Mid-November. That looks like a severe weather deal. We'll have to look at the GFS and see. Day might do another cold front. Ooh, that looks like a winter's pattern there. Ooh, like a genuine winter's pattern. Huh. Interesting. Could that be like a snow up north? That's like the 20th, 21st, 22nd. Could that be a snow event up north? Could be. And then beyond that, stand by. Let's go beyond. Little South Florida low. Nice cold front. That's like a winter's front there. That's the 26th to 27th, 20. So that's Halloween. That's Thanksgiving. So right around Thanksgiving, we've got a big old cold front. Could that be snow up north for Thanksgiving? Oh, interesting. Tanya says, stop saying the S word. I know. Could that be snow up north? Man, oh man. And then another one. And then another one. Wow, you guys, now that's an interesting part right there. That's December 4th, 5th, and 6th. I'm not saying tropical, but definitely a storm system. December 4th, 5th, 6th. Somebody write that down. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Could be a recycle or something interesting to watch for next year's season. Would love to see some snow here. I miss it. Annie says, I can't promise that you're going to get snow here. Justine would love to see snow for Thanksgiving. When I say snow, I don't mean for us. I mean for folks north. Just just so we're all on the same page. A lot of lows around Florida. Yeah, November looks active, and then honestly, the first week or so of December could be pretty active. All right, stand by. Time to do TV. Stand by. Jeannie Rowan says, define north. Not here. It is beautiful, absolutely, and I love the temperatures too. This is a live shot, Daytona Beach, some clouds off in the distance. It's 64 degrees Daytona Beach, 65 right now in Orlando, and 57 in Ocala. So there's a few clouds around, nothing too bad. Looking ahead at the forecast, temperatures will climb into the mid 70s by lunchtime. 77 degrees our daytime high, and then tonight into tomorrow morning, take a look, 56 in the city. 48 north of town. So tonight is going to be even cooler than where we are this morning. Then looking ahead, that cool starts to come to an end. We'll be into the mid 80s by late this week. And that's a quick check of your forecast. Or not. Let's just clip my microphone.
Well,
2 seconds early. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
that time he was supposed to toss back to the desk.
The timer didn't show it.
Well, it's because that's a cut in. It only
No,
has
there's two. There's two
there's
timers.
2 timers. Oh well, you're supposed to toss back to the desk.
I was?
Yeah.
You guys are distracting me. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When there's no consistency, it's like impossible. There's no consistency, so it's impossible to know what the heck we're doing from time to time. Everybody on Coffee Talk's like, Burris is an idiot. Oh boy, I don't even know where I'm going for this hit. All right, Disney Springs. Okay. Let's go back. I'm at the key, right? Lois says, don't blame us. All right, let's do one more hit. Nicole says detention. You're probably right. I probably deserve that. So nice. Yeah, now you hit Brevard County, there are some clouds, but there's no rain. So even with a little bit of cloud cover, that's not a problem. This is Disney Springs. It is beautiful. Camera kind of adjusting around a little bit because of a nice fresh breeze that we have. Right off the top at 8:30. First warning live radar, coast to coast quiet. It's 66 in Kissimmee, 64 in Orlando, 62 in Leesburg, upper 50s north and west of town. So we're looking great. We're feeling great. This is a wonderful setup. Temperatures right about where they were this time yesterday. And while we do climb up today, not as warm as yesterday. It'll be the 70s area wide, but around sunset tonight, 5:38, that's when the temperatures start to drop. And tonight will be even cooler than last night. So let's discuss neighborhood by neighborhood coming up in just a couple of minutes. Now at 8:31, let's get right over to Megan Mackey. Good morning. Y'all are getting me in trouble. I'm just teasing. He's funny though. Oh, why should we get blamed? He's professional. We're the amateur crazies in the virtual world. Yukon says, when there's no consistency, it's hard to like dial into a rundown. Lisa, you still do an amazing job. Listen. In the TV world, even if it doesn't go as planned, if it's clean on air, which it was, then nobody at home. You guys are literally the only people that know outside of this building that I messed up. You know what I mean? Like I messed up. You guys are the only ones that know. And I think that that's kind of cool. Kelly, remember, it's always the producer's fault, never oh, it's my fault. It's totally my fault. Probably. It seemed like this morning there was less weather on the 4:30 and 5 a.m. hour. No, there was definitely just as much as I do every other 4:30 and 5. Jeannie Rowan says, I'm still thinking about that ginormous strawberry shirt. You like that shirt? I'll have to wear it again. Oh, man. Jonathan says, I always wondered why they make you switch to so many different places. I'd go crazy. Jonathan, I'm going crazy. Megan Mackey, are you going crazy? It's it's hard. Right. Chris Pierce is asking, was there dead air? Not at all. Not at all. The anchor just didn't pop up when they were planning on it. That's all. On the air, it was totally fine. Lisa says it's like Disney. If it's all good up front, the backstage is another story. That's TV in general, absolutely. Yeah. All right. So that's what we've got. Any other questions? I think that we're good. I think we're good. Tropics are quiet. We checked in long range. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, that's it. Gonna go check in. Hopefully the anchor wasn't doing something unexpected. No, the anchor was expecting to talk and didn't have to. It's a pleasant surprise. Yeah. All right, listen, that's all I got. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you all so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see you on air through 10 a.m. And then we've got West 2 News at noon. I'll see you for that. Yeah? I think I'm going to make tomato soup for dinner tonight. Yeah, I like it. Yep. All right. Be good.